My name is Warren Reeve. I'm married to Debbie, and we have 3 children: Whitney, 20, Courtney, 18, Taylor, 16. We've spent the last 11 consecutive years in Bandung, Indonesia, and it's been a ride of our lives, decade plus of an adventure. Since global missions is moving or continuing to expand beyond just geographical places, the international church grabbed my imagination about 12, 15 years ago when we were considering where we would go for the next stint in our ministry lives. We settled in on Bandung because it was a very welcoming kind of an atmosphere and an opportunity where everything just seemed to click. But it was beyond a click. For as we look back now over our 10 years, it's been a place where God has just launched so many different kinds of things. Let me just say that an international church is a collection of English-speaking expatriates and nationals that choose to find God in a group. They're God seekers, and they can come from all different nationalities. They can come from all different theological backgrounds, all different church backgrounds, and just to get those kinds of people all together in one place is inspiring. And to sit beside a Baptist and learn from him, or the pastoral shepherding feature that an English Anglican can bring to a group of people, and any possible combination of whoever someone is from wherever they come from is just an unbelievable experience. The second part of the thing that has really encouraged us over the years is that this same group, because while they were based, and it was kind of like ministering to a parade, people just going by all the time, well, there was always a group, and there was always offerings. There was always people that were gifted in language. And so this presented the opportunity to answer the question, what does this English-speaking expatriate national group have to offer the local ethnic groups, the local unreached people groups? So early in our ministry in Indonesia, then, our church, the Bandung International Church, founded a charitable organization that was recognized by the government, and since it is a creative access country, this was like a self-help charitable organization. And we were, over 10 years, have been able to deploy over 50 Bible-trained Indonesian workers into 5 different unreached people groups. They went out into business as profession, profession as mission. They were planted inside existing companies. They were used in a huge way by the donations that came from around the globe via the tsunami. Remember when the tsunami happened a few years ago? Money is still being used from the gifts that were given years ago to work in the relief and disaster areas, but not disaster anymore, more relief and development. So these platforms for the Indonesian workers that were commissioned through the international church created this wonderful model, answering the question, how can an international church actually affect or impact, evangelize, build, and equip people in the creative access countries? So that was just totally cool, and something we never initially planned, but God laid that out, and we used the networks of people from international workers from other organizations, and that partnered with the Christian Missionary Alliance, with us, with the Bandung International Church, and that thing's going and blowing and growing. That particular model, the international church giving birth to a vision and actually reaching unreached people groups, created a model for other international churches. So throughout our tenure, we had the privilege of planting, coaching, consulting with 6 other international churches in Indonesia, Malaysia, and Vietnam. When the leaders of those groups started comparing notes, we started an international church network. And for the last 6 years, we've had conferences in Southeast Asia, North Asia, and the Middle East, one a year, where international church pastors, presbyters, vicars, padres, priests, whatever they call them, wherever they're from whatever international church, we collect ourselves and we learn from each other. What it's like to be missional, what it's like to be a missionary church on the mission field. So we compare stories. You know, what it's like to do this in Kazakhstan, what it's like to do this in Uzbekistan, what it's like to do this in Thailand, in Malaysia, in the Philippines, in Korea. And it's just been, you know, an incredible sort of cherry on top of the icing, on top of the cake for us.